Joe Martinez has been through some struggles in his life, but this was all to come to an end in the form of a bizarre wake-up call which arose from a mysterious photograph. The photograph was taken at a party, and everything seemed fine until he reviewed the image. He didn't pay much attention to the photograph when it was developed, and it was only many years later that he came across the photograph again and examined it in more detail. He couldn't believe what he was looking at. According to him, there was a creature in the photograph peering over his shoulder. For Martinez, there was never a moment of doubt as to what the creature was. He was convinced the creature was in fact a demon, and it was attracted to his presence by weakness caused by his addiction. Some people who suffer with certain issues are said to be more tuned into the paranormal, with some suggesting this makes you an easier target. However, not everyone is entirely won over by the photo. Some have suggested the photograph actually shows a dog, with some going on to say the dog probably jumped while the photograph was being taken. However, there are those that think it shows a real demon or spirit. Joe has said the photograph has helped him on his road to recovery. He carries the photo in his wallet at all times as a solemn reminder of darker days. Ghosts and demons are nothing new. Reports of these entities have been around for thousands of years, and many people believe they're very much real. Poltergeist in German literally means noisy ghost. This paranormal phenomenon has appeared in folklore movies and if some cases are true, even reality. And while they may not be demons or even spirits at all, poltergeists are the type of supernatural manifestation you probably want to avoid. Poltergeists are violent, and more often than not the activity surrounding them focuses on a single individual. In most cases, this activity is similar to your traditional signs of a haunted house, but the aggressiveness is what sets poltergeists apart. One popular notion about the nature of poltergeists is the idea they're demons, or at least influenced by demons. This idea was prevalent during ancient times, possibly because of the striking similarities between a demonic manifestation and a poltergeist attack. These stories and encounters have carried on into the present day, with more and more people coming forward about their own encounters. So what do you guys make of this photograph? And do you think it shows a demon or a dog? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We know very little about the universe, and it's fair to say we may never truly understand it. Recently, scientists have come forward and said the human brain cannot truly understand the full scale of it. The Matrix tells us there's no such thing as a coincidence. For example, if you see the same thing over and over, this could be a glitch in the Matrix. The last theory that Stephen Hawking was working on before his death was recently revealed. Hawking was working on a theory that the universe may actually be a hologram. The peer-reviewed Journal of High Energy Physics published Hawking's final theory on the universe's origin, titled A Smooth Exit from Internal Inflation. Hawking isn't the only person to investigate this theory. A UK, Canadian and Italian study has provided what researchers believe is the first observational evidence that our universe could be a vast and complex hologram. Theoretical physicists and astrophysicists investigating irregularities in the cosmic microwave background have found there is a substantial evidence supporting a holographic explanation of the universe. The last theory of Stephen Hawking was prompted by his criticism of the popular ideas of cosmic inflation and the multiverse. Many theoretical physicists believe that for a fraction of a second following the Big Bang the universe expanded before settling into its present state. This is referred to as an inflation theory. However, this theory has lost traction over the years, and instead many now look to the multiverse theory. The multiverse theory is a hypothetical space or realm consisting of a number of universes, of which our own universe is only one. In the multiverse, inflation continues forever, creating numerous different universes, all of which have their own laws of physics. Hawking never ascribed to these theories on the grounds they cannot be reconciled with Einstein's theory of general relativity. He didn't ever open his arms to the multiverse theory. What Hawking did was suggest that it's more likely the universe could be a hologram. This means that the 3D reality of the universe ought to be considered an illusion. According to Professor Hertog, who worked with Hawking on his final theory, the hologram theory may well become prevalent in the coming years. Some believe the universe is actually awake and can give you signs throughout your life. it's been suggested that if you keep seeing numbers over and over again, it's the universe trying to tell you something. Some suggest that you should look around and observe what's going on. If you see certain numbers keep appearing, write them down, and also write down where you were at the time you saw them. Certain numbers are believed to be positive. It could be a confirmation that whatever you're doing at that moment is right, and that it's meant to be. It tells you you're on the right path. Some believe the Mandela effect is evidence that you may have experienced events from a different reality. The most famous example is the passing of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela passed away in December 2013. However, many people recall him passing away in prison in the 1980s, with some even saying they remember seeing his funeral on TV. People also seem to get confused about how many states there are in the United States. The United States of America consists of 50 states. However, many people say there's 51 or 52 states. Another example comes from the famous game Monopoly. Many remember rich Uncle Pennybags wearing a monocle. However, it's been pointed out that he's never worn a monocle. The explanation for the Mandela effect is rather boring. Researchers simply say the Mandela effect plays heavily on false memory, and what people are actually doing is mistakenly recalling events or experiences that never happened. So what do you guys make of these theories? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Over the years, many mysterious objects have been discovered. A Russian man was lighting a fire one evening when he made an incredible discovery. He discovered what appeared to be a train wheel metal detail embedded in one of the pieces of coal. He was so intrigued by this object that he decided to pass it on to scientists. After doing some investigations, the researchers agreed that he'd found something strange. The scientists who examined the item found it was approximately 300 million years old. The scientists even went on to say they were certain it was artificially constructed by an intelligent life form, many millions of years before the dawn of humanity. The scientists said the object was approximately 7 centimeters long, and was found to be composed of 98% aluminium and 2% magnesium. Aluminium of this purity is very rarely found in nature. The purity in conjunction with the unusual design of the metal object led scientists to the conclusion that it must have been forged by hand. Some have put forward the theory that this object could be left from a past civilization, or even aliens. However, not everyone is entirely won over. One scientist came forward and said the following: "This story is laughable. Why wasn't this find published in a journal? Why speculate on the alien origin of aluminium? I don't think it's part of a gear. It sounds like it could be part of a natural crystal formation." Another person had this to say: "Why is it so hard to consider there may have been past civilizations existing 300 million years ago? As we've seen in more recent history, all of the past civilizations talk about ancient man, and many mysterious drawings of humanoids can be found in cave paintings. Everything in the universe is made up of dust particles, and most things that may have existed 300 million years ago have long since returned back to their most basic form. Dust will eventually end up becoming a plant, flower, animal, mountain, moon, planet, sun, meteorite, asteroid, comet, and anything else you can think of. The true nature of everything is constantly changing. I don't believe or disbelieve. It's good to keep an open mind. Who's to say that past civilizations didn't exist? Sometimes I think modern humans can be so narrow-minded. So what if there was a past civilization? It's not a bad thing. It would be an awesome discovery. I think people need to be more open-minded. So what do you guys think? Did ancient civilizations once live on our planet hundreds of millions of years ago? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.